Hey everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of The Appetizer, the show where I talk about movie trailers, TV spots, sizzle reels, and pretty much anything that advertises a movie or a television show. I want to try and talk about it. And on this episode, I'm talking about the brand new teaser trailer for Jurassic World. After over a decade of waiting, we finally have a new Jurassic Park movie. Almost. It's almost here, you know, June 12th. We just have to wait a little bit longer, right? I, like many others, love the original Jurassic Park. Its two sequels are, you know, whatever. I can't think of a single sci-fi movie from that era that I love more than Jurassic Park. It just can't be beat. This short look at the film offers so much in terms of stuff to anticipate, and, you know, there's some good and some bad there, and I want to try and buck the notion that, you know, you should hate this trailer, because a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, it's filled with too much CGI. And I'm here to just kind of be a mediator for that, because I don't think that you should be worrying as much as you are, internet. I'll get to all that in a few minutes, but first I just want to talk about what's at face value in this trailer. Jurassic World is directed by Colin Trevorrow, and this is only his second feature film. His first film, Safety Not Guaranteed, starred Aubrey Plaza and Mark Duplass, and that came out back in 2012 to generally favorable reviews. It was a likable movie, and, you know, while I was sort of turned off by it in the first place, I kind of came back around and just said, hey, you know, this is a great little escapist indie romantic comedy. If nothing else, it proved that Trevorrow has a keen eye for performances and knows how to really bring out what matters in a performance, as well as just generally directing a film towards its end goal. And that's very important. That through line is just one of the most strongest parts of directing a solid story. But even with all that said, it was still a huge surprise whenever Trevorrow was announced as the director of Jurassic World. My confidence in Trevorrow was strengthened after I started seeing all the very talented actors he was casting for this film, like Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Especially Pratt, who has just been killing it lately. Between the Lego Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and this, the dude's a star. Let's get started with some of the visuals in this trailer. Finally, Jurassic Park is a real thing. It's now called Jurassic World, and, you know, John Hammond's original vision for it is seemingly real. You know, it actually has real civilians coming into the park, filling up the park. I heard stories from the set of just how many extras they had packed into this place. So you're not gonna see, you know, some CGI copy and pasting. These are all real people being packed into a real place. Chris Pratt plays Owen, a member of the on-site behavioral science team, and he's been studying the behavior of the velociraptors. I was kind of worried about this plot point at first, because I just imagined, you know, the people who work with the dolphins at SeaWorld. He was basically going to be doing that, you know, just a showmanship kind of person. But no, his role is a lot more kind of behind the scenes. Also behind the scenes is Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Claire. And clearly she is some sort of lead scientist who is working on this hybrid dinosaur project. What that dinosaur is a hybrid of, nobody knows. Clearly it's fast, it's mean, it's extra scary, and it can apparently climb. And this is the part where we come back to Chris Pratt, who is clearly smarter than everyone else on the island, and he, in this great moment, says, you know, evacuate the island. It's a great line. I love it. It has a lot of urgency to it, but at the same time, a good bit of subtlety. I don't know if anyone else will get that from this trailer, but that line sort of shook me. Clearly, all hell is breaking loose in Jurassic World, and it's going to involve Owen, Claire, and these two kids played by Ty Simpkins and Nick Robinson, two very talented young actors, teaming up and stopping it, I guess. Because this had to be such a short look at the film, they had to leave out actors like Jake Johnson, Vincent D'Onofrio, Irfan Khan, and Omar Sy. Who those characters are playing exactly, I only know a little bit. I know D'Onofrio plays the CFO of the main company heading up Jurassic World, and Irfan Khan plays the president of that company. I'm assuming Jake Johnson is like the Jeff Goldblum character? I could get down with that. This teaser is chock full of great imagery, namely the scene where they string out that great white shark and have, yes, the aquatic dinosaur, you know, leap out of the water and chomp down on it. That was beautiful. Maybe my view on this is a little too romantic film goer, but it was such a great callback to the scene in the first film when they lowered the cow into the velociraptor paddock. And aren't aquatic dinosaurs what we've kind of been waiting for, guys? I don't know, maybe that's just the people that I've talked to, but ever since Jurassic Park 3, that opening scene when the boat just gets wrecked, and everyone's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be aquatic dinosaurs in this movie, you guys, yeah! But going back to my point of really beautiful imagery, there's one shot that I think opens up two different talking points, and I'm gonna start off with the first one, and that is shoddy CGI. So, there's that really big, beautiful shot of the Jurassic World gate. It's opening and the monorail's traveling through it, and a lot of people have said that that shot looks bad. A lot of people that I spoke with kind of felt betrayed. You know, this movie was supposed to be talking up a big game about practical effects being used, animatronics, so on and so forth, and then they see a shot of what looks like a big CGI gate, and they get a little bit let down. Personally, I like the shot. I just think it's well composed. In my opinion, it should be more about what the shot evokes from you emotionally. And, you know, for me, that was just butter. Trevorrow actually spoke out about this shot in particular. I guess you could call it Gate. Hashtag Gate. And, you know, he replied to a few tweets, people asking, is the gate going to be real? And he says, yes, it is real. It's wood, concrete, and steel. People asked, is the gate in the trailer fake? Is it CGI? And he said, no, it's real. It's just the environment around it that's fake. Jurassic World is still 6.5 months away. That's a lot of time for them to work on a lot of things. And you guys gotta realize, 99.9% of movies are being worked on down to the wire, to that very last minute, perfecting every single scene, you know, trying to make the best movie that they can. My concerns come in with the nostalgia factor. And that's my other talking point. This trailer is chock full of nostalgic imagery. Between the shot of the Gallimimus running on the hill and the feeding scene, this trailer is just trying so hard to remind you, hey, remember how much you loved the first Jurassic Park? I found that one of the most subtle things that you can see in this trailer is Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Claire, in the second part of the trailer. She's in a tank top, very kind of like messed up by the whole situation. Kind of like how Laura Dern's character ends up in Jurassic Park. It's really subtle, but I can't be looking into this too much. I am just convinced that Trevorrow is trying to pull these images from the original film and kind of bringing them to a new generation, which I'm a little torn about. I love Jurassic Park so much, and I feel like replicating that movie would almost be wrong. But at the same time, it feels weirdly refreshing to see all of these images brought back, you know, shot with a very different kind of camera, with different actors. What I feel this generation of moviegoers needs more than almost anything is a new Jurassic Park film, something that people can really get behind. Nobody goes to the theaters to see a movie like Jurassic Park anymore. It just doesn't happen. The last film I can even fathom being like that was Godzilla, and then Pacific Rim before that. And still, those movies are very hollow shells of what the original Jurassic Park was. Jurassic World is still in my top 3 most anticipated movies of 2015, and this trailer still has me excited. A little hesitant, but still, nonetheless, I am just exuberant that they are making a new Jurassic Park movie, that it's actually happening after all this time. I get to see it, and I can even stake a little claim to it. It's a little thing, but you know, there's that awesome trailer ending moment where Chris Pratt's character is on the motorcycle and velociraptors are flanking him, running alongside him as his ally. Yeah, I picked up equipment on location the day after they shot that scene. Ladies, I'm hoping the next episode you're going to see is a trailer analysis for the Star Wars The Force Awakens trailer, but I can't promise anything. I'm also working on an episode of TV Dinner and an episode of The Film Feast, so my plate's kind of full. And it's Thanksgiving today, so I have to eat it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.